All right. 2, 3.
Hi, my name is Janet Jackson, and today I'm going to be doing my informative speech on the credit report. Now, statistics show that 1 out of every 4 credit reports has serious errors on it. 79% of all your credit reports that's out there floating around have some type of mistake. In 1990, Experian, they verified that all the residents in Norwich, Virginia had delinquent tax liens on their home. Can you imagine? All 3,000 residents in your area showing up on your credit report as delinquent tax. So, to make a long story short, they did reply to Experian, and they are still at this day trying to get some results from that action. Now, having been worked in the credit counseling or the financial arena since 2003, I have a little bit of experience on credit reports. I've seen my share of mistakes on the credit reports. After managing a credit counseling service or financial institution in Florida for 2 years, I decided to venture out on my own and do my own private practice, where it became more like a ministry, where it wasn't really worth what we were charging to make money, and you see families need it as a life support so often. So it's more like a ministry for me now to help people review their credit reports and make sure they are accurate. I want you to know what a credit report is today. That's my purpose. I want you to know what it is, what's in it, and how you can obtain yours and check for errors. We have to check for errors. That's the main thing. A credit file is a report that holds vital information or statistics about you that can have drastic effects on your life if it's not tended to. The big three holds those credit reports. Thank you, Michelle, for coming in. This is our outreach ministry coordinator, Miss Michelle. A credit file is a report that withholds information that's vital on your life, as I was saying to the audience. Are you timing me, sweetheart?
Go ahead, sweetheart.
Okay. And it holds vital information on you that can bring drastic effects if it's not tended to. You are entitled to a free credit report annually, and you should view it at least every 6 months. Now, the credit bureaus, Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion, the big three, they are governed by the FCRA. And the FCRA is the Fair Credit Reporting Act. Now, this was something that was established in 1970 to help the people be aware that they have privacy and fairness, and that their reports are accurate. And you have certain rights under the FCRA as a consumer. You can dispute this information. If the credit bureaus can't verify this information, dispute it, they have to delete it within 30 days. Then, if you have anything on your report that's over 7 years, it must automatically come off. If you have a bankruptcy on there for 10 years, it should automatically come off. If not, that's an error. You can dispute it. Do you know what's in your credit file? And that consists of identifying information where they list your name, your social security number, your occupation, your employment, your public records are there. That's just saying if you got any judgments or liens, your credit history, which we know ranges from 300 to 900. And your credit history is where it is just showing your creditors how you manage your credit life or your finances. Inquiries, they're the last thing you find on your credit report, and inquiries just tell you who been looking at your credit. Or that's why it's not good to go around town from place to place inquiring about your credit, because it lowers your score, which makes it hard on your finances if you ever need to really use credit. Now, a common problem concerning credit files are identity theft fraud. Now, we know that's a crime where criminals take key pieces of your identity, like your driver's license and social security number. A preventive measure to that is a fraud alert. And that's where it stops anyone from having any action on your credit report. Now, there are several ways you can improve your credit file. Every 7 years, they're supposed to delete this. Automatically, it increases your score. The Bible also talks about the year of Jubilee, where after 7 years, your debts are canceled. So I kind of like that in relation to the credit thing here. The calendar makes it redemptive. You can dispute your inaccuracies and your incomplete accuracies online, by letter, or by phone. You can call them, or you can get on the phone, talk to your creditors, and negotiate a settlement option. So I know that was a crash course for credit, but I thank you for your time and your attention. Thank you.
Thank you.
You.
You did good,
You got 1 more
Janet.
minute. You still have
You
1
did
more
really
minute.
good. You hit all the key
It's
points.
5 minutes.
Okay. Well, we'll talk more, Darlene, Dr. Graves. Okay. Any questions?
I do have a question.
Yes.
What about government loans? Do they fall off after 7 years? or
After
10
so
years?
many years, they are supposed to, but what we're finding out, they are renewing them. If you ever had a debt for 7 years on your credit report, and it's getting close to that time, not 7 years, but getting close to that 7th time, sometimes they'll sell that
That's what
account
they're
to a creditor and to keep
So
it
like
on your
student
credit
loans and
report.
things like
So
that,
not
they do that.
only now you have 2 negative errors on your credit report.
Okay.
I just wanted to mention too, Janet, that recently I got my credit score,
Yes.
and it's kind of like in the middle, and